and a half years out in that area and many different levels. And then I went to school for spiritual psychology, completed a master's program for that. I've integrated that with, I founded a women's treatment center in the Valley, and it was 6-bed residential, holistic, obviously holistic, right? And it was just great fun. And now I'm out here in the desert. I've never not had fun, doing the business development, doing whatever. I am one of those people that just keep growing in the field and allow the growth to guide me. What's next? Okay, what next? So I've had a lot of fun doing the retreats. I do them, I've done them here. I've done them in my house. I've done them for wedding showers and bridal showers, and I've done them for centers. I've done them for Infinity Center for their staff. I've done them for, a lot of different ways, any way that people can utilize me. I'm just an instrument for God's work, seriously. Like, I'm trained in intervention. I've done case management intervention training as well. So I love doing that. I feel like all of us should be trained in intervention because we never know when you're going to do an intervention, right? I mean, seriously, like the housekeeper should be doing intervention at your treatment center or training, because you just don't know. And honestly, like, I've seen more death this last year than I've ever seen. And it's frightening. It's frightening what's out there. I'm really there. Like, I'm really contributing. We have a speaker meeting every Saturday that starts at 5. Anyone's welcome to come. I don't charge for any of the amenities that other people can ask to come to, like the sound bath if you wanted to join in, like the meeting on Saturday nights that, starts with that dinner is a potluck on that night. And then we have karaoke because sober fun is like a huge, huge importance for me. And then we have book studies. We have it's like spiritual book studies and check-in meetings like daily where they come and they lead that. They lead these studies themselves. They'll come up with a topic like, what are you grateful for? If you want, or, what could you do good without telling anyone? Like, they just come up with cool stuff for groups. I'm fascinated watching them. And then, there's a conscious recovery meeting. We do that every Wednesday. I facilitate that. I love doing that. It's been hugely instrumental in utilizing my therapeutic tools at my sober place because it's an incredibly therapeutic meeting. I mean, I really highly encourage you to check it out if you haven't yet. I know ATS also is a certified conscious recovery space for that. And my clients that come here for outpatient super benefit from it a lot. And actually, everyone here, I get raving reviews from them coming home. I just love Dr. Ray, and I just love Dr. Jim. He's so funny. And it's like so affirming to know that I have great resources around my home because I'm in Cathedral City and this is close and there's others. And I always try to make the match meet ideally as best I can. And I always suggest, whatever, comes from my resources, of which I'm so thankful there is this, so that I can keep in check with how else can I help my client get the most out of their experience. I am also, lastly, I'll just say, cash pay, it's $1,100 a month to come to my place, food included, all those amenities you heard about. I do spiritual retreats. My clients get to come to some of those if I'm not doing like a Healers Helping Healers one. So, it's a broad scope of what they do get, but I also am connected with the county for the IHP Hope funding. So recently, that flow has been really lovely because I get 6 months without having to actually come out of pocket for it. And I feel like, although like Allie, who's my house manager here, and the other women that have been there for many years now, 3 and 2.5 years, because they keep growing and evolving with what's being presented and they love each other like family there. There are people that come shorter times, but 6 months is a really good time, in my opinion, to build a strong foundation for your sober, experience. And so not to have to stress. And they always get jobs. I mean, pretty much everybody's either working, going to school, or volunteering. And that's a bit, or 2 or 3 of those I just said. And honestly, like, I find that, they're staying active, and then there's always something going on in the house as well. So there's no way they're not, with the wherewithal to do something, to stay active, to be integrating whatever it is they're learning with me out into the world. That's super important to me. And so, yeah, I mean, that's kind of in a nutshell everything I can think of. I mean, I hope you enjoy the food. I did make it homemade, some of it, and healthy. And honestly, like, I super look forward to thank you for all you do. I mean, this woman is so beautiful. She's a little bit newer to our field, and I mean, I know she's just I'm gonna get to witness you blossoming on and on. I got to experience her at a conference I was at with her beautiful daughter, and it's just like so loving. Her daughter volunteered with the chimes and the sound bath I did, and it was so fun. So yeah, there's a conference coming up at the La Quinta Inn Resort, the West Coast Symposium soon. I hope I get to see you guys there too. That'll be fun. And that's all. Thank you.